Chapter 1 of Through Magic Glasses and Other Lectures by Arabella B. Buckley. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Magician's Chamber by Moonlight. The full moon was shining in all its splendor one lovely August night, as the magician sat in his turret chamber, bathed in her pure white beams, which streamed upon him through the open shutter in the wooden dome above. It is true a faint gleam of warmer light shone from below through the open door, for this room was but an offshoot at the top of the building, and on looking down the turret stairs a lecture-room might be seen below, where a bright light was burning. Very little, however, of this warm glow reached the magician, and the implements of his art around him looked like weird, gaunt skeletons as they cast their long shadows across the floor in the moonlight. The small observatory, for such it was a circular building with 4 windows in the walls, and roofed with a wooden dome so made that it could be shifted round and round by pulling certain cords. One section of this dome was a shutter which now stood open, and the strip, thus laid bare to the night, was so turned as to face that part of the sky along which the moon was moving. In the center of the room, with its long tube directed towards the opening, stood the largest magic glass, the telescope, and in the dead stillness of the night could be heard distinctly the tick-tick of the clockwork which kept the instrument pointing to the face of the moon, while the room, and all in it, was being carried slowly and steadily onwards by the earth's rotation on its axis. It was only a moderate-sized instrument, about 6 feet long, mounted on a solid iron pillar firmly fixed to the floor and fitted with the clockwork, the sound of which we have mentioned, yet it looked like a giant as the pale moonlight threw its huge shadow on the wall behind and the roof above. Far away from this instrument, in one of the windows, all of which were now closed with shutters, another instrument was dimly visible. This was a round iron table with clawed feet, and upon it, fastened by screws, were 3 tubes, so arranged that they all pointed towards the center of the table, where 6 glass prisms were arranged in a semicircle, each one fixed on a small brass tripod. A strange, uncanny-looking instrument this, especially as the prisms caught the edge of the glow streaming up the turret stair, and shot forth faint beams of colored light on the table below them. Yet the magician's pupils thought it still more uncanny and mysterious when their master used it to read the alphabet of light, and to discover by vivid lines even the faintest trace of a metal otherwise invisible to the mortal eye. For this instrument was the spectroscope, by which he could break up rays.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?